Hi guys, today I am talking about something that's my own personal experience, but also something probably likely to happen to other people as well. And the god I am using in this story is Aphrodite, but this could be any and every god I imagine. Maybe not, but that's my thought process anyway. So, when I started my journey as a pagan and as a witch, because witchcraft is what opened me up to paganism, or no, paganism is what opened me up to witchcraft, rather. Anyway, when I first started my journey as a pagan, I spent so much time in meditation trying to discern my gods, all that. And at first I tried to be Wiccan, but that's a different story. Anyway, the god that I was closest to for years and years and years was Aphrodite. And what happened was I did a meditation one day and I had this clear view of Aphrodite. I felt such a deep, profound connection. Eventually that turned into becoming a devotee of hers, and I just connected to her so strongly I couldn't let her go. And she wouldn't let me go either. It was a beautiful, solid connection. Now, as the years went on and things were starting to get clearer and clearer, what happened was Aphrodite decided it was time for me to do some work on myself, because I was an absolute right mess. And the work was therapy work. It was shadow work, basically. And the reason for this is because when you get into paganism, when you get into witchcraft, it calls on you to see all parts of yourself. You can't just turn a blind eye to one part. You can for so long, but after so long, it just does not work. And now I found out about that, and I started to do the work. And the work did really well. And for a while, she stuck around through it all, being as consistent as she always was in my life. But once I started to get better, and I started seeing things as they were, she was like, okay, you don't need this type of relationship anymore. You just need to keep working on yourself. I'll be here in the background. I still love you. We love each other. It's all okay. But you do need to work on yourself, primarily alone, and let other gods come in. It's okay. You're ready for this. And I do think that's pretty likely for gods in general, because when you work with a god, it is a two-way relationship. It's not, oh, I must worship you. I love you so much. Please honor, please accept me. It's a two-way street. It should be, at least. And I'm not saying that, like, if a god doesn't show interest in you, you can't make an offering to them or try to work with them. And if a god shows interest in you, but you're not interested in them, you can be polite and just say, okay, I'm not really interested in this, but thank you so much, that's an honor. But what it does mean is that your god or goddess should be doing what they believe is best for you, which is what, and in this situation, that's what Aphrodite believed was best for me. And it did. It worked out so well. I am so much happier now. I would definitely say that the therapy that she opened me up to, because I didn't even know it existed prior to that point, it would not be going all that far if I said that it saved my life. Because it really made me open up. It opened me up to so many different things. I'm such a different person now than I was then. I found so much more happiness. And if a god or one of your other guides is guiding you to something similar, then I would definitely say be open to it. Of course, use your better judgment. If they're leading you something that doesn't seem safe or healthy for you, then you know you best. But then when you do realize it, realize that you might be seeing things in a certain version, and you might want to get some different opinions on it. I remember when I was first being led to DBT, which is dialectical behavior therapy. I've done a video on it, which I will link down in the description. I thought that it was right for me. It seemed like something I needed, but I wasn't all that sure. So I went and asked a few friends I had left, because prior to this, I had isolated myself from nearly everyone. I had like 2 friends. 3 technically if you consider one specific person, but that is a very unhealthy relationship, and by that point I don't think I was even talking to them again. And as I talked to them and they brought up some points, I was like, yeah, you're definitely right. I need to do this. This might actually change my life for the better, and I definitely need that. So I got a workbook and I started doing it on my own because I couldn't see a therapist. And whether if I have the disorder or not, that type of therapy is mentioned for in particular. It does help people who have overwhelming emotions, which is definitely me. I felt too much all the time, and it led to me having outbursts and cutting people off, icing people out, doing all kinds of horrible things, not only to other people, but also to myself. I wasn't giving myself the love that I needed. And that's how come Aphrodite came in so strongly. She's like, oh no girl, you need this help. You need to learn to love yourself before you can even learn to love anyone else. And she was right, I did need to, and I do now. I really do love myself, and it's not like having narcissistic tendencies or anything where like, yeah, I'm the best or anything like that. It's just, I think that I'm a good person. I believe that I deserve love. I believe that I deserve everything that I believe everybody else deserves. And if this happened to you, then I hope that worked out well for you, because it's definitely worked out well for me, and we all deserve to love ourselves in that way. And that's all I really have for this video. Bye guys.